Hi. So I've been getting a lot of queries asking how to develop reading habit in children from a very small age. I hear a lot of parents saying that they introduce books to their child when they're 4 or 5 and expect them to read, but a lot of times these children are just not showing any interest in reading. They ignore the books completely, and that makes these parents very sad. So I'll share some of the things that have personally worked with me, and these should work as some sort of starting point for you to work with your child and help them master their reading power from a very small age. So there are really two things here, two aspects. I will cover an introduction of both of them in this episode and we'll deep dive into each of them in our coming videos. So the first one is the actual skill of reading. That means when a child sees a letter, he should immediately know what sound to produce and then make consecutive sounds to create a word, and finally keep reading the words together so that it makes a complete sentence. It makes meaning for them. Second is the attitude towards reading. Now this is as important as the actual skill, if not more, because see, kids are not at that stage where they know the long-term benefits of reading. They will only read if they find it easy, fun, interesting, and an overall enjoyable activity. So it is very useful to introduce books to them at a very early age for them to create that familiarity with books, to make them feel comfortable around the words and the pictures and the book. And you can do it from as early as 6 or 7 months old. Now, I'm not saying that you actually hand over a book to a 7-year-old or a 1-year-old kid. Of course, they're going to, tear them into pieces and give it back to you. So that's not what I mean. And we will, of course, like I said, cover the best practices on how to really do that in our coming episode. These should serve as some sort of guidelines for you to understand what works for you and most importantly, what works for your child. Because at the end of the day, it's important to remember that each child is different, and one thing that works for a child may not ever work with another child. So it's very important for you to understand what is the best thing that works for the both of you, and you both should have a lot of fun doing it. So I'll see you next time. Bye for now.